No, yeah, any business can theoretically, it can continue to, as they have been for years. I mean, final salary schemes, certainly, if you've got one of these, my God. Okay, so a final salary scheme, so a lot of, like NHS, for example, all these kind of arrangements. Council, there you go.
Subsidised by the taxpayer.
So, yeah, yeah. NHS, there we go, yeah, plenty of them. So final salary scheme, so this is where, rather than what we've talked about, which is where you are paying money, contributions into a pot, and it's when you get to retirement, you've got this big pot to do with what you want. With a final salary scheme, what the employer is offering really is a guaranteed income based on how many years service, as long as you pay your contributions during that time. So say it was it's done on a proportionate basis, so let's say it was a 1/60th, you earn a 60th of your final salary for every year that you are in that scheme. So what you're doing is basically getting a guaranteed benefit, whereas on the other side, everybody else, unlike the council and all these other, is we're building up a pot of money, and what we can do with it at the end will be based on what's available then. So whether that's an annuity, whether it's drawdown, really the risk is on us. The final salary scheme is that guarantee, and in most cases you could always take that out and put it elsewhere if you really wanted to. But yes, that's a final salary scheme. What's come before and what's happening with auto-enrollment, there's no major change as to what pensions are available. Master trusts have become far more popular recently, but that's purely because of their cost effectiveness. Because master trusts are run almost like charitable organisations, and in fact a couple of them are, they can afford to be very, very cost effective, and that works for not just the employee but the employer as well, because we have this charge cap, because we have all the rest of it, whereas your big pension providers, of course, they're looking at it from a profitability point of view, and they might not want people with 10, 15 employees. That's just not going to be profitable for them. They want hundreds of thousands of employees coming into these big pension arrangements. The administration, the cost to send out, just the annual communications, etc., can be quite a big cost to bear if they're capped at what they can actually charge. So nothing's really changed as to what's available. It's just the master trusts, and why that's quite prominent is because they are very, very cost effective.
Groups like the SDS Forum are good. They do two things. They enable people with similar life experiences to come together and share their experience and realise that they're not alone, and learn good ways to do things and better ways to do things. They're also good for advocating for people in that position. They can create a common voice that says, this is our experience as a carer, this is our experience as a parent, this is what we need, this is